Welcome back to another episode of This Square Room. My name is Jonel.
Deswayne.
Des.
Yes, sir.
Growing up, you always saw like Hello Kitty stuff, right?
Meow.
And I remember when we were like kids, there was a Hello Kitty show. I don't remember. Yeah. I never really like effed with it like that. But like, so like when it came on, I'd change the channel. Like I was not like a Hello Kitty girl, but like Hello Kitty was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like backpacks, school supplies, clothes, toys, shows. Like Hello Kitty was a big thing. And it's pretty basic. Hello Kitty is a
cat.
No.
Kitten.
No. The creator of Hello Kitty just came out and said Hello Kitty is not a cat.
So what is Hello Kitty?
A little girl.
Her name is Kitty?
I don't know. She's not a cat. She's a little girl.
Like a human girl.
Yes.
So this human girl.
Whiskers, forget them. Ears, forget them. She's a little girl.
In an animal world?
All of her she has a little boyfriend, all her little friends, they're little kids, they're little people.
No, they're not.
Because they have pets. She has a cat that looks like her with just a little more fur.
Oh, that's true. She does have a cat. Oh, that's crazy.
Isn't that insane? I was like, I don't care what she says. I was so upset when I saw that. I'm like, That
was like when I read that SpongeBob, the guy was like, yeah, SpongeBob is autistic. I said, the fuck?
Wow.
I just thought he was just a goofy goober. That's it.
Well, he is. But he's a little goofy goober on the spectrum.
Like, if he said that about Patrick, yeah, that nigga crazy.
I mean, he is also on his own spectrum.
Yeah, but like that's crazy. Oh, poor Spongy. Oh.
No one calls him Spongy. His nickname is Sponge.
Poor Bob.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I thought of Minions. I didn't like it either.
Bob,
Kevin, and I don't remember the next one.
Oh, I don't know Minions like that.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Wait. There was a Marvel. Did you end up watching the Spider-Man one? The Marvel. Remember years ago you didn't watch Spider-Man. Which one? Nope. There's some Marvel movie you didn't watch.
The years ago.
It was
the only Spider-Man that I haven't seen is the second, like the multiverse, the Miles Morales one, the second one.
With the black kid.
That's Miles Morales.
Okay.
Yes.
I just know him as the black kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I like about the name Miles is like it's very like racially ambiguous.
Yeah.
Like I know white Mileses, black Mileses.
Yeah.
They go on for miles and
miles.
100
miles. It's okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was 1,000 for a second.
You had to like.
Yeah. Sing the song.
Why'd you whisper it? Sing it with your chest.
Because I didn't know if it was 100 or 1,000.
Sing it out loud.
No, thank you.
Sing it out loud. They want to hear you. You're shy now.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I
this
don't walk
guy.
for miles.
No.
You're
not a walker.
No, but I will walk for Terry, not Miles.
Well, the Terry Fox run.
Yeah.
Also,
I walk.
Our American people are not going to know.
Oh, shit. Oh, and honestly, I would love to explain it for you guys. but
we have to move on.
Yeah, I don't think that's best.
So, I don't think it was last week. Yeah, it was last week. We talked about, there was some like Pixar movie posters that were popping up on my Instagram.
Yes,
but like obviously you talk about it, the algorithm delivers more.
Oh my god.
This time I'm gonna go through them because last time you sat in silence while reading like the tiny
my brain.
Yeah. And I'm like, you're forgetting that this is a podcast and you can't just so I'm gonna,
okay,
I'm gonna
fair.
take
that
over. I have quite a few actually. The first one, for anyone who doesn't know, just a little recap. They're literally just like homemade Pixar movie posters, but they're like adult themed and they're funny and they're well done and they're entertaining.
They're very well done.
Yeah. This one is, and I'm going to do my best to describe it for those of you listening. It's called Squirt. Happiness comes in waves.
That's crazy.
And our friend is...
That's even crazier.
It's literally just a woman in bed by herself figuring out that she,
That's crazy.
Can squirt.
That's a good poster.
It's giving The Little Mermaid.
It is.
With like the water shooting up. It's a lot. Have you? I was gonna say, have you ever squirted? Have you ever? Well, I mean, have you?
I don't think so.
I don't know. What's the male equivalent of squirt? It's not coming.
I don't know. Like, I don't think I've done it though.
I think men can. This is wild for like, how far in are we? It's wild for 5 minutes. But like, I know that men can, like, what does it mean when they say like you're milking your prostate? Does stuff come out?
I don't know. I've never heard that in my life.
What do you mean? You told me that your prostate was milked like 3 weeks ago.
Guys,
it was before you
guys.
did your pegging. Des.
Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it a secret?
Joe, I can't.
Des, I'm sorry. Was I not?
I can't be bothered with you.
Was I not supposed to say? Do you want me? I'll cut it out. Do you want me to cut it out?
And I'm here looking at you like, what? No, milk? I said that? And I was like,
not you having to question it because you say some wild shit. It actually was believable at first. Until I said pegging.
Yeah. Once you got to like, yeah.
Would you ever use a prostate stimulator?
I don't know. No, what is that?
Like
a vibrator.
It's like a male vibrator. They're a little longer and like it's almost like it like hooks at the top. Not hooks. It's I can't bend my finger. Just like that.
Oh, I've seen it.
Right?
A girl tried to buy me one.
But they're like literally maybe just a little thicker than my finger. Like they're very thin.
I don't care. No, thank you.
But they're meant to just.
No, I understand.
Your G spot.
I'll pass.
Your prostate.
No, I understand. The way I ejaculate, I'm good. I feel relieved.
Could be better.
I believe
We're talking about Little Mermaid. What about a whole new? Was that Little Mermaid? No. Yeah. Who's that? Who's a whole new world? Oh, never mind. Yeah. You know what?
Yeah. No, keep going.
I see why you didn't want to sing the song because
you see what I'm saying? You don't really know it, but you know it.
No, I knew the song. I just forgot where
there's always something.
Really? You're one to talk.
No, I don't mean with you. I just mean, oh my.
I thought you were trying to be
crazy.
Smart. What was crazy? Me? Because I'm a woman? Huh? What are you trying? At the very least, look at me in my eyes if you're going to disrespect me. Not that you can see. Yeah, you want to tell them? Blind as a damn bat.
I can't see shit.
When he makes eye contact with the camera, he's looking in a general direction.
Yeah, like generally, yes, I am.
Des is the friend that like you're like, yo, like I saw you today and I was waving and you didn't say hi to me. You're like, yo, truly? I didn't see you. I didn't see anything.
That happens. Yeah, for real, that happens. Like people be mouthing stuff and I'm like, I can't see. Nah, I gotta walk all the way over. I hate your security, by the way. Go ahead. Keep going with the poster.
Okay, this next one is called Micro Fetish, a little fascination. And we have a young woman with a magnifying glass looking for the guy's pee-pee because it's micro. Get it?
Yeah. At first, when you just read it, I'm like,
but I mean, fetish? That means she's into
likes
it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just him. I find that, why is it? Well, I've never met anyone with a micro that I know. Like, they haven't been like,
look at my micro.
Yeah. But, because, I mean, but you always hear that when people do have a micro peen, that it, like, they tend to somewhat have like a humiliation fetish where they're just like, yeah, tell me how small it is and how pathetic like, you know what I mean?
I've seen like, not a documentary, but like porn that I used to watch as a kid that came on TV that shows you how they do porn.
As a kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of the guys said that honestly, like, because they know it's small, they're just like, yeah, like, just talk about it, like, whatever. So instead of you pretending like, oh, it's something, I know it's nothing. So if you insult
for sure,
me,
I think if you are just confident, and I think if you are good with your other skills, like your hand and your mouth or whatever, then like just do your thing. Like,
I find the micro ones are good at nothing except for being insulted and stepped on. No, not like from what I see. No, I've never seen like a micro porn one where they're like doing some crazy head or their finger is like, oh my God, the magic hand. It's usually just them laying there like, yeah, you small dick mother. Oh, yeah. Oh, tell me again. Like, okay, buddy. Okay.
So you're saying they're really good for nothing?
I'm not saying they are. I'm saying that's what I see.
You're saying that.
Clips.
if you have a micro penis, you should just be asexual or just unalive yourself.
No, you like what you like. If that's what gets you off, that's cool. But at least, what about her? Unless she doesn't really like sex and she just wants to degrade you or micro penize.
You're on a roll and then you...
The peni? Was it the peni?
It was the end of everything. This next one is called The Plug. Tagline, love is a bottomless hole. Can you tell me what's in the picture?
A butt plug.
Yeah, but
that looks very uncomfortable.
But the butt plug is animated. What do you mean?
Like the butt plug looks uncomfortable. Like,
well, because he's seen some things.
You should only see like one.
Should, but some people.
That's true. Sharing is sharing.
This one is just so weird because you know how they're all very sexual? This one's not at all. It's just called I Saw You Shit. And it's a man, and it says his number one interest is your number two.
That's disgusting.
And the guy is just like...
That's clever.
He's looking over
the stall.
A public bathroom stall. Yeah. That to me is more of like a horror. Like, I saw you shit.
Somebody ever like looked over at you?
I would scream if you're doing your thing in a public stall and you look up and like, is that not terrifying?
That has happened to me before. But like I knew the person looking over. We were kids.
No one has ever done that to me. But even if it's one thing if it's a friend. This is not giving friendly vibes. This is giving horror, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, I saw you shit, and he's just like dun dun dun. I don't know. It's scary. This one is one of Dez's faves. It's called "Help, Step Bro, I'm Stuck." And the tagline is, sometimes only a pickle can get you out of a pickle. And it's a woman with her face inside a washing machine. You're looking at her. You're not seeing the outside, but she's in a washing machine or a dryer.
She is stuck.
Clearly.
She needs help.
I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was, making fun of the step or the stuck porn / step bro porn. But it was a ladder. And the person had, I can't describe it. It was the washing machine and it's open. And the top of the ladder, when a ladder is folded up and it's laying on its side horizontally. So, but the top of it is in the washing machine. So the guy's holding the camera. It's like POV. He walks up and he's like, "Oh my God, step ladder, are you stuck?"
Stepladder.
And then opens the legs of the ladder. And then it just cuts
That's
off.
Crazy.
I know.
That's good. That's clever.
It is clever, but I was like, it had Vine energy for sure. Like, it was really short and
literally
sweet.
Called the step ladder.
That's the thing. Yeah. I was like, oh no. This next one is I don't know if I thought this word was I don't
like the face you're making.
I don't know. I thought the word you weren't supposed to say. I don't know. I can't remember.
Nigga.
No.
Oh.
Why did you say it like one?
It wasn't me.
You said it like you were back on the plantation.
It wasn't me this time. I didn't even realize you said it.
What? Said
Nothing,
what?
Nothing. What was the word? I don't think you're allowed to say that. I am 99% sure you're not allowed to say it.
A G suit, I won't say the word again in case I get canceled, is like one of those full head to toe black latex, like you can't talk, you can't move.
Yeah.
And the tagline is "Zip It Buddy," and it's just someone standing in like a full black latex suit. So I do know they call it a suit.
Yeah.
But I know when it used to be referred to disabled people.
Yes.
But you know what? Yes, when I was growing up, when we went to camp, like the stuff that you braid, I could never do it. I could never do them.
Really?
Never.
I mastered that.
At the most, someone had to start it for me.
Okay, yeah. Some little girl taught me how to start it, and it was over.
No.
I was in my bed at night, like I have to show her tomorrow.
I never had that much interest, but it
was fun.
Like at camp, I'd be like, yeah, okay, you start it for me, I'll continue it. But to be like, yeah, I gotta start.
I'm doing 2s, 4s, 5s.
But yeah, when I was a kid, we called it that word. Yeah. And then I was heard oh, no, you can't say that word. So you have to call it. Well, I think it's probably called something different in every place.
For sure.
In the camp that we worked at, it was called boondoggle. And I'm like, that word is far too long.
Way too long for everyone to be using.
It's too much. It's too much. This one, the next one is called Mom's New Toy. And the tagline is, find out what all the buzz is about.
These are so
and
funny.
this young man
he better put that down.
Has discovered his mom's vibrator.
And it's not even the small ones. It's the big.
It's like the magic wand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that what they're called?
Probably.
I
don't have one.
Would you ever get one?
These ones seem kind of crazy to me.
I would picture you with one of these ones more than like a small little.
I now am the owner of, I think, 2.
2 what?
2 like sex toys.
Shut up.
Do you believe me?
No.
I pull it out.
For research purposes only?
Well, it's all research, honey. It's all research, darling. Anyways, I have one more, and then we'll get back to this, okay? Because I know you don't want to let it go.
No,
you have questions. I know.
I'm concerned.
This last one... this last one is called Bigger is Better. Before I show you, there's no tagline. That's what it is.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm picturing black people.
Almost. It's a black guy.
Yeah.
With a white woman. So it's like her first time with a black guy.
But the thing is, like, he doesn't even, like, physically, like, his structure doesn't look like a big black guy.
You want to know the thing?
I don't mean his penis.
Those fucking skinny
MAGA
men.
She said MAGA.
Always have the fucking meat. So, like that guy that you were telling me about that you were with a few months ago, like he was really skinny and you were saying his dick was pretty big.
Guy.
Yeah. So like, it's like him, like, like he was on the skinnier side, but his dick was really big and you like that. So that's it. Anyways.
Joe, you have toys? No, like in all actuality.
There is a...
Are we allowed to know what kind?
Yeah. Hold on. But there's a few more, but they're more like honorable mentions. Like there's one, like these ones are 2 on the money for me. And I feel like they're made by someone else. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. This one is called Grinder. And it's a guy laying on the floor with his mouth open and like cum all over himself. And like there's a man's feet like over, like he's clearly like came on someone. But you know what I mean? It's like the other ones are a little more like clever. Oops. I exited out. Even my hand was subconsciously like, just like, that's not it. I just feel like some of them are just a little too on the money. You might like some of the other ones, though. I think there's maybe 2 more I can show you. There's one called Leaked, and it's just a guy looking very worried in bed on his phone. Clearly something was leaked, but tell me who you think this looks like.
Is that Drake?
That's what I thought. And because the next one is called Drake's Snake. And Drake's laying in bed with like an anaconda or something on the bed, an actual snake, but like I feel like it's leaked because of the you know what I mean? Yeah. But you see what I mean? Like these aren't made by the same. Yeah. So that's why I was like, meh. But anyways, what was the question?
Your toys?
So
are they manual or automatic?
Like you go ahead, charge them.
Automatic.
So I have I don't remember what it's called. It's really pretty. It's like that. It's like that. No, but I want one. I've been hearing.
This is crazy, but go ahead.
I've been hearing some things, and I'm like, that one might be a game changer. No, I have I don't know what it's called. It's just a sex toy.
How did you get it?
It was gifted to me.
Okay. Woo, wait. Both of them.
Yes.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I'm like, I don't even know who you are anymore.
But I might buy the rose for myself.
No, that's.
But yeah, this is last year. Mm-hmm. They were gifted to me, kind of close to get by the same person, but like kind of close to together. But I don't know what you call it. It's like, it's because it's not a dildo. A dildo specifically looks like a dick. It doesn't look like a dick. It's one of those. It just looks like a
rocket ship,
like a phallic item, but it's not a fucking replica of a penis. Like you know what I mean?
Does it vibrate?
Yeah, it has like the different settings.
Okay. I still think it's called a vibrator.
The slow... a vibrator, not a dildo is what I said. Yeah, okay. It's just
dildo is the one that you have to like manually...
Yeah, like you suction it onto something and you fucking ride it till the cows come home. Yeah, no. Let's be real.
Yeah. By the way, I was told to tell you, you are fucking hilarious.
Me?
Yeah. One of my friends that listen to the podcast, they're like, yo, Joe is so funny. I'm like, yeah.
Oh my God, thank you. You know what's so... I find it funny when I've unfortunately got... Was this a man?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I'd take it regardless, but
That was almost crazy.
What?
Was this a man? No. Ugh, I don't want it.
No. I feel like it's better. Women love compliments from women. No, what I'm saying is from men, I get a lot of, you're actually kind of funny. And I'm like, actually? The fuck? Like, what do you mean? And it's because men don't think women are actually funny.
No. For real. Yeah.
I try to, remember years ago, I can't remember who it was. It was like a big thing in the news. It was like a celebrity. And she was like, oh, especially on podcasts, like women need to lower their voice because higher annoying voices are like annoying and men in particular don't want to listen to them. You know, genetically, like women have higher
Sugar's
voices.
voice is annoying.
Okay,
YTV.
well that's also, they don't get that.
No, I know, but that was
for me. Okay. Yeah. And they're just like, in order to be like taken seriously, you gotta like put a little bass in your voice, because you know, like I can talk like this, but I could also be like, hey guys, da 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 da, like a slight.
Joe, continue, man.
You made me sound like a Muppet. Like,
just go ahead. You're focused on the wrong details.
Anyways, yeah. So it's a vibrator. It's like this really pretty, like pale purple color, but it's like that. Some people have it. You know those like phone cases that are like almost velvety smooth.
Okay.
Almost clear.
Like it's purple, but like it looks almost see-through.
No, it's not see-through at all.
Okay. You know I like to jump the gun. Go ahead.
And then the other one I have is just the other one I have is I haven't used it in that way. It's one of those ones that you're supposed to like put in your panties and then give someone the remote.
You haven't used that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, don't ever use it. You'll die.
I don't think so.
Die. You will not like it. Unless the person's there with you.
No, yeah, they're supposed to be there.
They don't have to be though.
I don't know what
is it a remote signal, or is it a control on your phone?
I think it's both. You can download an app, but I can't remember.
Yeah. The app, don't give them power to the app. I had power to the app.
Okay, but most people are insane like you.
I had power.
Because in my head, I was like, ooh, like that could be like
it can
fun.
Be.
Like you go to a restaurant, you're like, oh my God, stop. Like, you know.
But the thing with men is like when you guys really like whoa, like chill, we think it's funny. Because we were on, you can also do like a video call setting on the app. So this person,
damn, you really know.
I was using it. I'm at work in a corner and she's at home and I'm like, and she's like, stop. And I'm like, she had to take it out like that.
I don't feel like so I've tried it like on myself and I'm just kind of like, what I noticed, I realized is like, and even with the vibrator is that it like, I don't like sometimes like the heavy vibration settings. It's like not in this is too much in a good way. It's just like, this doesn't feel good. I'm like, get it the fuck away. Like, and then I'm just like not in the mood. Like I just get upset. Yeah. So that's why I feel like I'm willing to try it, but like, I don't know if it'll really do.
I think you'd have to try it.
I like a more
with
gentle touch.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
You should.
Like, instead of this, technically it's just a fucking piece of plastic, right? Just at your fucking most sensitive area.
Yes, it is.
Like, damn.
Even when it's done, you know, you still feel that vibration.
Yeah.
You'll hate it.
Oh, like hate it as in like just actually hate it.
You'll be like, I don't want to use this ever.
But you're saying like, oh, don't, because like it'll be like
it's very
too
entertaining
much
for us.
But that's the thing. I don't think I would give that. I don't know. I think the person would have to keep it on the low setting.
And they'd have to be in front of you.
Yeah.
You can't tell me keep it on low setting if I'm not in front of you. Because I'm going to be like, what?
But then it won't be pleasurable. It would just be like.
I know, but in their head.
But that's the point. You want to pleasure the person to the point when they're just like, you know, like basically edging them. right? So it's like you don't want it to be fucking torture.
Have you seen these
I'm
videos?
gonna call 911.
Yeah, please stop.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. So like,
I do not consent.
And like even like the the modes, there's like you can go zzz, 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 and then, like
They
whatever
have songs.
Yeah, they
On
do.
the app, it will play songs.
You can
and it
like
will vibrate
draw
to the,
shit.
Yep, I'm zoop zoop zapping.
Zoop,
They
zoop,
have
zoop.
certain modes that people have posted, and you can like it. I was with the shits.
Oh
with
my
the
god.
shits.
Okay, let's move forward because we have a lot to cover in this episode.
Gotcha. Okay, I have some news. So we have a listener. They did tell me that it's been a while. They've been going through some stuff, so they haven't really listened. So I got a message from somebody, and they're like, "Hey, Des, what's up?" And I said, oh, "The prodigal son has returned."
Oh my god.
So
The prodigal son?
yeah, remember he was my son.
Jacob?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So he messaged me, and he's just like, "Hey, Des,
I just had
what's
to
up?"
make sure I knew who you were talking
100%,
about.
you know. I just didn't want to say it. Yeah.
No. But like when you said prodigal, I was like, oh my god.
Who'd you think I meant? That's who you thought.
That is,
Okay,
but it's
great.
just I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, so he messaged me, "Hey, what's up? We're doing small talk." He was telling me like stuff that was going on with his life, and I was getting ready to go to work, but we were like deep into DMs, and he had sent me some screenshots of, remember the girl that he told us the story about? The friend who's trying to be like me, and I had to beat his ass.
yeah.
Yeah. So that girl,
They're not
is-
together anymore?
no.
Oh, okay.
But she's still abouts.
okay.
So he was showing me some screenshots with her and things they said and stuff like that.
Okay.
So so he had in the screenshot, his number was in the screenshot, and we're messaging, and I'm like, "Do you have WhatsApp? Because I'm not on Instagram like this. Like, you have me on here crazy. Like, chill, bruh." And he's like, "Oh, I don't have WhatsApp, but I can download it quick." I'm like, "Okay." So he downloads it, and he messages me on Instagram, and he's like, "Okay, done." And I message him, and I'm like, "Okay, let's talk here." And he's like, "How the fuck did you do that?" I said, "You just sent me a picture with your number in it."
So you were being a bit of a creep, though.
100%. 100%. So we're messaging back and forth. We're talking about what's been going on in his life and all of that stuff. And he asked me something about like my past with women and stuff like that, like growing up, blah, blah, blah. And it was a story. So I'm like, call. So I call him.
Did you ask him if you could call first?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
You're such a creep.
I call him. He missed the call, which pissed me off. But then he called me back and he's like, "Oh, my bad. I didn't know if you pocket dialed that." I said, "First of all, nigga, your voice is deep as fuck."
Is it?
His voice is deep as fuck. Hey, Des. I swear to God, I didn't expect that. I swear to God, I expected probably like not that deep.
It got you a little wet, huh?
You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're so stupid.
What?
But his voice was deep as
But
fuck.
am
It
I
threw
wrong?
me off. It threw me for a loop. Joe, stop.
Why won't you let it go? Let it go.
I like it.
You know what I like? My friend Joey from years ago, he said "kick rocks" one time, and that's my go-to.
You've never heard that?
No, it is, but like I haven't heard it since the fucking olden days.
Olden days is crazy, Joe.
Des, I was fresh out the womb when people were saying "kick
true.
rocks."
That's true.
Right?
That's
so like
true.
I hadn't heard it in forever,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yeah, you can go kick rocks."
I
And
go,
I was like,
yes, I recall that.
well, no, but like subconsciously over the last like maybe 2 years, I've been saying like when I'm like really mad, I don't remember what I was saying around my friends the other day. I was like, "We can fucking kick rocks." Like I kind of said it under my breath, and they start
loved
dying.
it. Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" Because like I just adopted it unknowingly.
I'm with your shit. I'm with it.
You're forcing you want to like
Insert.
You want to fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because pretty soon you'll start saying it without thinking, but
Exactly.
right now
But
you're
I'm
still
thinking
in.
about it. Yeah. I'm like, what is it that Joe said?
And that's the thing. It's because I can tell you're thinking about it because like it threw me for a loop. You shoot me a little look, and you're like, "Ah, yeah."
That's how I use it, right?
Yeah. But it's like when you say it without acknowledging me, that's when I know it came out genuinely.
We're on the phone for like 2 hours.
Oh shit.
Like while I'm at work and everything.
Well, yeah, you're a yapper though.
Yeah, and I told him that, And
you don't need to tell him. He knows.
No, 100%. He does know.
Can I ask you guys something? Like, you guys listening and watching? Because obviously it's a podcast. We're both yappers. But which one of us is the bigger yapper? Who do you think?
You. Joe, you.
I think Des is a bigger yapper. And I think I like to get straight to the point. Look at me. I went through like 10 of these Pixar things in the time it took you to go through 3.
No. Okay, see, the thing is...
Yapping, look.
She set me up for that one. That's crazy.
I didn't. No one told you to say anything.
That's crazy.
All he fucking does is yap.
That's crazy.
You were yapping at work.
100%.
Jacob's just trying to live his life. What time of night was this? Because you work overnight. So you have the man up late night talking in his ear, deep voice.
No. Not late night. We were messaging around 7 until like a little bit after 8 when I left. And then we were voice noting after. Well, I was voice noting. He was typing, which was weird to me. And then
because he wasn't trying to like let you hear the voice yet.
At like 9, we spoke until like 9 till about 11.
Did you tell him you were going to talk about him in this episode?
Fuck no.
Oh, so it's like if you listen, you listen.
Exactly. But his life has been pretty interesting. He was asking for my advice in certain places, which is not a little bit why he reached out, but partly why he reached out.
Like I have some advice, but also checking in. Like, hey,
yeah. And
thanks for checking in with me, Jacob. Thanks.
I know it was nice to hear, and like the more I got to know him,
you know what? I actually almost used his real name. First, Chesley. Okay, at least be a little more subtle. First, Chesley tried to like slide in a little 1-2.
I didn't even get there,
and then not even tell. No, I'm talking about him
before
in his listener question like 2 weeks ago, and then found out I was left out there, and then now this, and I'm like, you know what, guys.
Hating.
All y'all can fuck. No, I'm not hating. I'm just
fucking kick rock.
I was gonna say all of y'all with open toe shoes.
Shit, that was good.
Thanks.
That was good. Did he say that part too? Joey?
No.
Oh, because I heard somebody say that before and I loved it. It was in a movie though.
It wasn't a movie.
No, like where I heard it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
A girl from Love Is Blind caught her.
Oh, definitely not that.
Caught her fiance cheating, and she said they can both go kick rocks with open toe shoes.
They will, and then have sex after.
Oh, I think they're still together.
Oh,
the other two, not the.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. So it was just nice to talk to him. And we were joking, we're like, oh, Des, he's like your son, blah blah blah. This nigga is very much like his pettiness.
Oh no.
Whooshum. Whooshum. What is that?
Yeah.
But his pettiness is right there with me, and I am dying.
It's right there with you?
Yeah. Like, it's on par. Like he beat a nigga's ass at a boxing thing because the guy and the girl, like the guy's girl was there, and he was at the boxing ring too, and the girl with him was like kind of talking. Nothing
Isn't this
flirty.
what he had asked us about? Is this a whole next one?
This is a whole next one.
Because remember, he was like, should I beat his ass? And we were like, yeah, beat his ass. We're like, but we can't give you that advice, but like, beat his ass.
Yeah, but he did. Yeah.
But this is a whole other ass beating.
Whole another one.
Oh.
Yeah. But him and that guy are cool now after he beat the guy's ass in front of his girl.
Is that like a bro code thing? It's like, you know what? Like, you're the alpha. Like,
I think it's a boxing thing. Like, if you can, and it's also
true, because if it's boxing, it's not like he like jumped him in an alley.
Exactly.
It's like
it was a fair one-on-one.
Fair fight. You won.
I can respect the rules.
Because now, if I'm salty about it, not only did I get my ass beat, I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
So I better be cool with you. Otherwise,
he bitch
I'm a
boyed
bitch
this
and
guy
I'm a
in class.
loser.
Like, he's telling me everything, and I loved it. But I'm like, you got to do better. Trust me. You got to do better. You don't want to come here. It's dangerous over here.
Here in the petty side.
The petty world. Yeah. I'm trying to teach him to be better than me.
You know what that reminds me of? And I think you'll like this reference. Lion King. When Mufasa is showing Simba the Pride Lands. And he was like, everything the light touches
what's
is
that
ours.
Over there,
he's like,
Dad?
What's that? Yeah. And that's Pettyville. And you're like,
you must never go there. Yeah, no, it was great. It was great.
So in this analogy, you're actually not Mufasa. You're Scar in the petty. Like, you live there. That's where you reside.
I'm half and half because I'm Scar. I live there, but I'm telling you not to go there. Scar was like, Simba, come.
True, but like, look how happy you are that he's there with you.
I know it was
I
so.
have a friend.
Yeah. It was great. But yeah, we talked for like 2 hours.
Everyone knows,
cool.
like, being petty. Like, okay, like you know, because I get petty thoughts. It's about, because oh my god, if I went through with every petty thought I had,
it's exciting. Trust me,
I would be unstoppable in a bad way.
In a great way.
No, in a bad way. And it's just like, sometimes, you just gotta think. It's just like when you're a kid and you're man, you fucking hate you mom. Like, you just gotta get it out, but like, you don't actually hate your mom. Like, you just gotta like have the thought, The thing is, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because like, those are the kids who like, I'm gonna run away, and then go to their room and cry themselves to sleep. Now, I packed my shit and I walked through that door. I just came back a little bit later, but I needed you to know that I was leaving. Fuck that.
Yeah, and then I could see your mom just sitting there like, all right.
Yeah, there's times that I've slept in my garage to make them think I was like gone somewhere.
They knew you were there the whole time.
I figure. I wake up in the morning, the door's unlocked. Yeah, I'm here. So, for those of you who listened last week, we spoke about our friend Fred.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Fred?
Yeah.
Oh. For those of you who listened to like 2
and
weeks
he's not our friend. I wish he was my friend.
Whoa.
Slide into my DMs.
You're stupid.
Oh, he won't see this.
I don't know if he can. Oh, well, yeah. No, of course he might have social media.
Yeah.
Don't be rude. It was the whole shelter thing.
Yeah, but like, McDonald's got free Wi-Fi.
That's true.
And he's obviously making money. He could have data.
But he's not keeping it, so obviously it's going somewhere else.
That's what I'm saying. Give it to me, Fred. Slide in my DMs.
So I spoke about a friend of mine who is in a situation with a guy that she's not.
Sorry to interrupt. If you guys actually genuinely don't know, it's the episode like two weeks ago. It's called Free Fred.
Yeah.
So. It's a good listen.
What?
I don't know. You were just saying like a friend of yours. You didn't really start yet.
Yes. So her situation with Fred, she updated me after she listened to the episode. She said she lost it the whole entire episode, like laughing. At first she was like, yeah, Joe. But then when you're like, nah, she's gone too far.
I lost her.
Yeah. But she was just like, it put things in perspective. Like, damn, is it that bad? I'm like, don't act like you care. Don't act like you do. Because you don't. Because I've said all of this already. So, update. They have gone on a date. An
actual date.
Yeah, she had a lot. She texted me like, you'd be so proud of me. I said, who did you cuss? Because she internalizes everything. She doesn't like to, So
you're encouraging yet another person to be petty. Okay.
It's not petty. Just let out your feelings. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You're big people.
You want her to be petty.
So she was like, I went to the movies with him. I said, you did. You think you're slick.
Not a dark place.
Because it's dark and quiet. No, Des.
Where we can't talk.
Also went to dinner.
Okay.
Oh, you did what? And you know what he had the audacity to do? Tell me.
Try to kiss her.
He tried to steal one.
This is back in the olden days too. Try to steal a kiss.
I said,
who speaks that way?
She didn't say steal.
No, I know that came from you.
No. It's whatever we said on the episode, like sneak. You're like, he did not try and. When I said he tried to kiss her, it wasn't steal. Yeah. Yeah. And she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Don't do that, man. Come on." He had a great time. She was like in the movies.
I hate why do they have to do that?
Because in his mind, that's his girlfriend.
I know. Sorry.
Reality just hit back. You're like, okay, yeah.
No, but it's not just this circumstance. They're always trying to
Steal
slide
something.
into home base.
Yeah, she was like in the movies. He was like trying to touch her leg, and she's like, "Stop touching me."
Yeah, like I don't want to hold your clammy hand. I don't want you to touch me up. Like you sit there, I sit there. Let's laugh, let's kiki, but like let's take it slow.
But he did ask her a very appropriate question. We've been together for 2 years. Joe. We've been together for... Joe. We've been together for...
Stop repeating it.
I have to say it all together because that's what he said it. We've been together for 2 years and we have never slept together. And you say you're uncomfortable and I understand that. However, You've had several exes and people that you told me you slept with in way less time than that. What's the difference? Do you just not find me attractive?
The difference is that they have their own bed.
And that is all, Joe.
Where you want me to sleep with you in the fucking shelter?
No, he was.
Don't piss me off, Fred.
He was gonna rent a hotel.
Sorry, I feel like I'm yelling.
He was gonna rent a hotel, Joe.
Save the money for your rent. Don't tell me. I'm Team Fred, but don't tell me you asked about sleeping with me when you're
when you're in bed bugs.
Des. Yo, the audacity. Sorry, guys. That just cut me real deep.
He has needs.
And I have needs too. A box spring and a mattress.
Even that wouldn't help.
He owns.
Yeah, no matter what.
Even if your mama bought it for you. Come on.
No matter what, she wouldn't do it. So
you're in a shelter and you expect
nuns. Yes.
I was DMing someone about that episode. And he was just like, yo, like, oh fuck, I can't. Just keep going. Just keep going.
I can't.
Keep going.
Yeah, so I was very happy to hear. I'm like, at least Fred got to see her, because I told you in the past it's been like once a year, and like.
Mm-hmm. When was the last time before recently?
She was going to some island, and he had came to drop off something for her.
Okay.
So he Ubered from where he lives to the place to get whatever she needed, and then Ubered to her house, and he handed it to her, and that's when he tried to steal one.
Oh God!
Like she was on the phone, like she went to the car, she was on the phone, she was just like thanks, and then tried to like
escape.
Yeah, yeah. And when she was explaining to me, I'm like, you don't think that was rude? I'm like, he put in all that effort to get you this single item.
A proper thank you is one thing. It's the kiss.
Yeah, but you're on the phone when you get to you had no intention.
Yeah. The other stuff.
Yeah. So I think that's why he just tried to steal the kiss, because obviously, I put in this address, but
that's
probably
one thing
didn't.
He can't afford. Well, not just one thing.
I would high five you, but I don't like that, Joe.
That was a good one. That was a good one. You know you want to.
I knew you were going to do that. That's why I didn't go for it. I just put it in the air.
No. That was actually a good one.
It was. Yeah, I am Team Fred.
What do you mean you knew I was going to do that? We're rebuilding trust.
Joe, don't play with me. Joe, you guys know I'm petty. Joe, stop.
I wasn't gonna. Here, come. Let me. Yes. Let's both actively ready. No. That wasn't. I'm saying let's both. Okay. Ready? My pulling back. Okay. Yes. Well, that wasn't a good one. Yeah, yes. Okay, there we go.
Ooh, I feel better, Joe. The pettiness was already like. I'm like, Joe, don't do it, please. Don't do it, please.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, here's the thing. Since we were talking about your pettiness, the most recent petty episode has sparked a question from another listener.
Okay.
So let's go to the listener question.
Gotcha.
If you guys are listening for the first time or tuning in recently, you wouldn't know that we love taking listener questions. You can go to
thissquareroom.com/ask, or you can go to This Square Room and there is a Ask Us tab right there.
There you go. Yeah. And then we also have it linked in like all of our little link tree stuff. I'm pretty sure it's the first tab. We make it really, really easy. You can be anonymous. You can tell us your name. If you have a question, a story, whatever it is, we want to hear from you. So, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce this name. I think I'm going to pronounce it right. Sarai has written in, and she says, the subject is just Des. What? You know you want to say something. Your lip is twitching. What?
Nothing. I'm just waiting.
Okay. So Sarai says, hi guys, I'm a newer fan, but I've been binging some of your episodes. I have a very long commute to and from work, so you guys have been keeping me company for quite some time now. On today's drive, I heard you two talking about the fact that Des chose to handle his feelings through pettiness, and I had a question about an old episode. back when Kevin Samuels was still around, you guys did an episode about his theory on high-low value. Mm-hmm. Des said something that shocked me, and I'd love it if you two would go further into it, if you don't mind. He said that he agrees that once a woman has had a child, her value goes down to other men.
That's so crazy. I'll tell you why that's crazy after.
He said he believed that to be true even for the mother of his child. Joe, you were shocked by that, as was I, and I'd love to better understand why Des feels that way. Sarai.
That's an okay question. Thank you for writing in. I'm glad we can entertain you on your way to work.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for listening. Yeah.
To be honest, as soon as you started, I thought you were going to come with something crazy. So I already decided. And this is me just telling you where my brain went immediately. I told you, straight petty. Immediately, your name was Sriracha. So I was going to come off straight off the top and say something about Sriracha. But Sarai, you're good. We're good. You're good in my book.
She was respectful.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was
Sarai's a pretty name.
Yeah, it was a nice question. It was an honest question.
A valid question because I want to know the answer too.
It's crazy. When I said that's crazy because I was screen sharing my phone, with my sister, and I was on my Snapchat and I was going through like old posts and stuff, and I was like, "What's this?" And I clicked it, and it was actually like that.
Audio clip?
Yeah.
Because we weren't doing video.
Yeah. I was going to say that short story. But yeah, the audio clip of that part.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's crazy that this is the question.
So it's fresh in your mind.
Fresh in my mind. Okay. Now, so what I mean by
I think she got it pretty right,
she
though.
did.
That is what you said.
That's exactly
right?
what I said.
Well, I guess she was listening, so she...
She probably went back just to make sure.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is... In terms of, okay, same thing Kevin Samuel was saying.
Oh, wait, sorry. Hold on. In case people don't know, this is the clip, I think.
So why does a woman's value go down when she have kids, but a man's doesn't?
After I had my son, I was just like, okay, you know what? You know, I can understand why people would be like, oh, you have a kid? Like, oh, let me stay away. It did the complete opposite. A woman with a child has lesser value than a woman without a child, whether the child is mine or not.
It's gross.
It's
especially as a father. So you're willing to do that to a woman, give her a child, and devalue her in your eyes. You've devalued that woman.
Did I give you the child? Did I say I'm going to impregnate you
when
for you to have this child?
Sleep around and you don't use protection, yes, you made that choice. You made your
so
choice.
did she. We both made that choice.
Yes,
so we're okay.
Of course,
so she devalued herself
because
too.
She doesn't see that as devalued, obviously.
But then we're great. Because in my situation, it was like, yes, we did things we weren't supposed to do. Oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. You know, I don't think you should do this. And, I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, fine. You're going to do it. I'm going to be here to support you and the child. But at the end of the day, the value does go down in my eyes. And that's the reality of it.
Also, we both sound disgusting.
Yeah, I was like, ew, what is that?
Wow, I can't believe our voices changed.
You sound like you're like crying or something.
You sound like you're putting on like a weird, like Jacob trying to.
Yeah, exactly. I just did it again, right? So when you talk about value, in my eyes, it's not about how you personally feel. It's about how the market feels. The value of your car, once it leaves the lot, change it. The value of certain things when you get it increases, decreases based off of the market. So the market in this sense would be men. Do you find, and this is a question for everybody, you too, Joe, do you find that when men hear women have children, they're like, oh, I want that one. She has 4 kids. I want that one. She has 7. I want that one. Men usually want women or want to take women seriously or whatever the case is. Most men, the marketplace of single men, if we're going with market value of, let's say, people, whatever, they want somebody who does not have a child. Whereas for women, you guys don't care. You guys care about the person, how they make you feel. Certain baggage that they have, you guys are willing to deal with based off of how you feel about this man. Whereas most men, the second they hear you have a child, the way they felt about you might drop a little bit. So I personally, if I hear you have 3 kids, you have 3 kids. You went through some shit. However, in terms of value, I don't control the value of the market. If you don't feel...
Do you really think that's how most men feel?
100%.
And then, okay, you're saying you don't control the value of the market, but in a sense you do. It's like that whole aspect of like, you know, voters. One voter is not going to make a difference, but you will, because you are contributing to that mindset. So if you continue to contribute to that mindset and feed into that mindset and preach that mindset to other young impressionable people who will grow up like your sons, who will grow up feeling that way and thinking that way, it's just going to keep up with this like market thing. You also can't compare the market value of a human being
I know, I was just saying the idea of what I'm saying. Object. I knew you were going to say that. That
because
is why...
you know the type of people that put value to human beings? Traffickers.
Most people.
No.
Most people.
Not like that.
See,
you're talking about market value.
So the problem is that I find when people hear something that makes... Like, it could make sense in a way, but you don't like the wording. Now you're not focused on the message. You're focused on the wording that is used. So I'm not putting a car and a human being in the same category. I was just giving an example of, like...
I get what you mean.
Market value,
things that decrease in value. But you're saying, like, a car decreases in value when you drive it off the lot, but, like, that's not the same as having kids. You're just saying, like, we're talking about time. So you're also saying that, like, the older a woman is... the less value she has?
The less value she has to the market of single people, yes. Most men aren't like, hey, I want this 80-year-old single woman. And that's the thing. You're huffing and puffing, but it is what it is.
80? Most people don't want an 80-year-old man either.
Agreed. But I'm not talking for, I can't speak for women. I'm speaking for me as a man who speak to other men about what their ideal this or that is. I have a friend who's a single 28-year-old man, and he would rather have a 45-year-old woman who has already been through life and is ready to just calm the fuck down and be like, you know what? Yeah, this is what she wants. Because in his head, anybody around my age, between 20 to 36, I don't feel like they're as serious as I take relationships. Is that the truth? No, because there's a lot of women who are. Maybe the ones that he's seeing, that are near, that are far, the ones that he's giving attention to, maybe those aren't the ones that he's getting, but there are women that can be around his age and appease him. However, in his eyes, there aren't.
Does this 45-year-old woman have children?
The one, yes.
So, but like, I feel, how does that work to your point? Because
so my point is, for him,
the 45-year-old
for him,
kids.
He doesn't care about kids. But if we're talking about
so for him, the value
men,
lies elsewhere.
Exactly. But if we're talking about most men and how they feel about women with kids, if you ask him, okay, so he met this girl the other day, and she is 24 and she has 2 kids, and he was like, nah. However, that 45-year-old woman at some point was 24 with 2 kids. So with certain men, they'll make certain exceptions for certain things, but not for others. So a young woman with kids...
Anybody will make certain exceptions for certain things.
So
if a guy had kids, the kids aren't the turnoff. If he had... baby mama drama and stuff like that, that could be a turn off.
But that's for you and most women. However, but most men don't feel like, oh, if she doesn't have baby father drama, that's a turn off or whatever. No. Most men, if they're like, oh, yeah, I'm talking to this girl and I found out she has kids, I'm not lying when I say most men, they feel like, all right, I'm not doing all of that.
Okay, so let me ask you then, because you have 2 children. So as a father, or as a man with children, a father, do you feel like it's fair for you to have that mindset yet impregnate a young woman?
So let's rephrase this question.
Because knowingly, if you impregnate them, you are decreasing their market value, right? So like you're doing that willingly, knowingly. Is that not kind of like fucked up to do, if that's how you feel?
Yes and no.
To go around, whether it's unprotected sex or just like
the
being
reason why
loosey-goosey.
I say yes and no is because, okay, personally to me, your value is how you feel. That is how you feel. Now, if I hear a 18-year-old girl has 8 kids, my mind is already gone.
Well,
my mind is already gone.
Call CPS at that point because.
But she could be well off. She could be okay. The kids could be great. It could be whatever.
She had multiples. I mean.
Well, whatever the situation is.
8 pregnancies by 18. You are just a baby having babies.
Whatever the reason is.
In like my 7 brain, years old, pregnant.
In my brain, I would rather date a girl who is 23 and no kids rather than a 23-year-old girl with 4 kids. And that's just the simplicity of it. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't date it or you shouldn't date them or...
I hear you, but you're actually not answering my question. I'm saying you...
Me as a person.
Because you...
I have and I would.
As Sarai pointed out...
I said that the value does decrease. Even
the mother of your child's value has decreased.
Yes! And that's what I'm saying.
Look at him looking to the heavens, looking for...
Yes, because that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that, yes, I don't control the value. Is it Des? Does their value decrease in your eyes? In my eyes, no. Your value is how you feel in my eyes. However, does their value decrease, period, or question mark? Yes. Yes.
Why is that? Do you feel like it's the responsibility? Do you feel like it's because a man would rather have a woman's attention
I think it's trust.
Him?
I think it's trust.
Over the kids? What do you mean trust?
When you talk about baby mama drama, you have to remember baby father drama as well. Yeah. So you being like, hey, I don't want no baby mama drama. Okay, cool.
Okay, so if a woman has a kid, but the father passed away, does that boost her market value back up?
Not as quite as having no kids, because now, like, men think more than women. As far as I understand life, men think way more than women think. Mm-hmm. Women give you chances. They'll think, but they'll give you a chance. Men will think, made our assumptions, and we're just waiting to be right along the way. So a 23-year-old, or let's go with 28. She's 28. Her son is 6. She was married. He passed away. And, she's just been working. And you came in her life and now you're fucking up her life because you want to be with her or you say you do. If you are not mentally ready for the responsibility of a child, sometimes you don't know what you're stepping into. So when you step into that, you're thinking, okay, I don't have to do much for the child because that's not my kid. However, if you're dating somebody with a kid, and women date seriously most of the time, you are taking my child seriously. So for me, like, okay, if my baby mom has a boyfriend, I would expect him to help her with the child as well, if you guys are planning a future. But most men, they're like, hey, that's not my kid. So unless the girl says, hey, can you help me do A, B, and C? They're like, I'm not doing that. And that is the unfortunate part of it.
Do you think it's like an ego thing? Like, I don't want to step in for any other man's kid? I think
it's...
Because some people have that mindset. Like, I'm not raising another man's...
They don't want to be taken for a fool. So if I raise your kid, or I try and act like this is a family, our family, and you cheat on me or you do something, what the fuck? That's why a lot of men are so hurt when they find out years later that this wasn't my kid. And
I feel like that's
me and my first son's mom had this conversation years ago, and she's like, Des, what if you found out when he was like 10 that he wasn't your son? I said, honestly, I would definitely be hurt, but nothing would change for me, simply because the relationship that me and him have, I'm not going to be like,
that okay, doesn't go away just because of what you heard. Yeah,
exactly. So
that would be fucked up in either direction. It doesn't happen for women because they, most cases, carry the child. Yeah. But like, that's completely unacceptable and fucked up regardless.
So I feel like with men, they take it a lot differently than women. Women, when men have a kid and you step into a relationship with a guy who has a kid, you know what you signed up for. You're there, you're buying him toys, you're helping out, blah, blah, blah. If the man fucks up, he fucks up. And you're not necessarily taking it out on the kid. And it was like a video I seen on Instagram. And I wasn't disappointed because I'm like, this is the shit that happened. So it is what it is. And this guy found out that, I guess, his kids weren't his. And he went in that house and he packed their shit. And he's like, yeah, mom, you got to get out. Take your kids with you. These aren't my kids. Da, da, da. And the kids are there looking at him. They look between the ages of, like, let's say 2. There's 3 of them, 2 to like 9, 10. And one of them is crying. And he's like, hey, I'm sorry, but your mama did it. You don't need to do that to the kid.
No,
you don't need to. And to me, that's what I'm saying. Those are the men who aren't ready to have kids, because regardless if the kid is yours or not, you formed a relationship, a bond with her and the child. And if you can't do that, then don't do that. And most men can't do that and think they can. So when they get into something with a woman who has a kid, they look at them differently. Like, wow, you have a kid already? Oh my God. Yeah, she had a kid already. So what? You probably have 2 kids already. You just don't talk to them.
Can I tell you how I personally look at it? Like, at this point in my life, and I guess every year leading up to now, when dating, I would prefer to date someone with no kids. Mm-hmm. That is my preference. But I have dated 2 people mm-hmm. with a kid. With one kid, one with 3.
That's crazy.
3 is
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Same baby mama, but whatever.
Yeah, that's still crazy. That's even worse for us. We look at that like, you have the same baby dad for 3. He's not going nowhere. So if me and you're dating, you're still fucking him. That's really how we feel.
Okay, but so here's the thing. Although like the reason why I say like it's not my ideal thing is because I don't feel like I'm ready to jump into a step parent role. Mm-hmm. Could I? Sure. Mm-hmm.
You'd be great at it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
oh,
you
that's
would.
so nice.
For real, you would.
Yeah, it's also the one with the 3, the youngest one, the little one was I think maybe like 4 or 5. And he was bad. And he would tell me stories. And he'd be like, oh, isn't that funny? I'm like, it's not.
That's not. Yeah.
But I can't say anything.
Yeah.
We could be married. That's not my kid. Yeah. That's not my place. Because what I would like to say and do is very different. This kid, in his words, snuck up behind his grandmother, conked her over the head with a object and ran away laughing when the grandmother... He thought it was so fun. He said conked her over like a cartoon.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not funny. And then you as a dad encouraging this, like that's... Anyways, we're getting off topic. While it's not my preference, it's because of where I am in life. Mm-hmm. I think that's a lot of the time why when people have kids, they're like, yeah, actually at this point, I would like to date someone who has kids. Or maybe if they've decided they don't want kids or whatever, but like we're kind of at the same place. We understand. The person can kind of step in as a parent. Even if we don't parent the same way, they know, they understand, blah, 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 blah. When I look at a man with a child, I'm not thinking, oh, like too much drama, too much whatever, because that's just not what crosses my mind. Yes, that could be a possibility, but like the kids thing to me, it's not about the baby mama baggage. It's about like, can I be in this situation with you and these kids realistically? And it's like, I could for the right person, but have I met that person? No. So ideally, I would like someone who doesn't have kids. I think we would like line up a little bit better, right? I look at it like that because everybody has baggage. People with kids, you can just see their baggage smiling up in your face. But some people are so fucked up, and just because you don't have kids, you could end up with someone with way worse shit going on. So it's like, why would I judge someone for having a kid? Your market value doesn't go down. You could be a hoe in the streets with like 7, 8 kids. What?
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you know, you meet someone and you want it to work out with them, and like on paper it looks messy, it looks bad, but like you could have your shit so together versus no kids, you're handsome, you're tall, you seemingly have a good job, but you're a mess emotionally, you can't manage your finances, you have mommy issues, daddy issues, like the issues can go on and on and on. So it's just like to look at someone,
that's the chance that most men are willing to take.
And that's why they end up with shit women.
Yeah. No, you're right. Exactly.
And the good women who are there
are single moms.
They're raising their kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
These are the women who have been through life and know what it takes to be. And in my opinion, these are the highest of value women. The women who like stick with their kids and they raise good little people, good little up. They are little people. You know what I mean?
You call them little people.
Not little people.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like that to me is something to be commended. And a lot of the time, not every time, a lot of the time though, especially nowadays, young women with children tend to have done a lot of the work emotionally. Maybe not a few generations ago, but our generation is really trying to do the work emotionally, make sure that they're in a good place to uplift their next generation. You know what I mean? Like, make sure that their kids are good and better people.
Yeah, better than they were. Yeah. No,
So,
100%. I'm not disagreeing with any of this.
I just think that is what makes a high value person, as opposed to the one who doesn't want to do shit, wants you to like do everything for them, and they don't do anything, and they have nasty attitudes, and like they probably don't even wash their ass, mattress on the floor,
100%,
but nails are done,
100%.
hair is done all the time.
Yeah,
you look pretty, but
on the
you
outside,
ugly
but
on the outside.
Yeah,
you know that you know that scene from She's the Man, Amanda Bynes, where she like pretends to be her brother.
I don't know exactly what scene you're talking about.
Well, I'm about to tell you, but like, you know that movie.
Yeah.
The soccer one.
Yeah, soccer.
There's a scene where, because remember, like, I actually can't remember who she was talking to, but I think she was dressed up as her brother, Sebastian, whatever his name is. And she was like, I see you for who you really is. And that is ugly. Do you not remember that?
No.
Oh my God. I'm just talking to myself. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, no, your
That's
feelings
how I
are
feel,
completely
Sarai.
justified. They're completely right. If everybody has right to feel how they feel, then everybody has a right to feel how they feel.
I just feel like if we are, like, I don't know, I feel like our generation is really trying to change the narrative. We're so like PC with everything. Everyone is fucking woke. So it's like, why can't we be woke about this?
Because it feels like everyone is woke. But as a black man, I promise you, to us it doesn't. Okay,
you're right. No, you're right. You're right. It's because I think
it's fake woke.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can't even.
Yeah.
Refute that.
And it's crazy because like this is a topic for another time. But my friend's mom, he made a comment about the election and what's going on, and his mom had called him a sexist, and he's like, Des, I couldn't believe it. I said, but if you were sexist, you would hate your mom. You would despise all women. You just made one comment about the election. And he's like, exactly. So the fact that my mom called me a sexist blew my mind. And I'm like, this is the shit that I can't stand. Like, words are just being thrown out there.
It's okay to hate one woman without hating all women.
You see what I'm saying? Like, saying somebody's a sexist?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
For example, like, Des is actually a sexist. But like that's because but you still love sleeping with women.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Biological.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna end that because I felt you picking up the shovel to dig the hole. Do you wanna wrap up since Sarai had
So Sarai, I hope in that long-winded explanation conversation that you understood what I was saying. So to sum it up is that based off of the comment about high value, it's being taken personal when it shouldn't be in my eyes. It shouldn't be in anybody's eyes. If you value yourself, nobody should tell you or how you should feel and what your value is. If you use a high value hoe, use a high value hoe. Who gives a fuck? But if we're going based off of majority, that's the word. Thank you. I tried. I really tried. Thank you. I really tried.
You were nervous. No. I'm not going to do you like that. Not when you threaten the pettiness. Especially now.
Oh, it fumed like fire.
Because the thing is, you didn't hesitate with your hand, but I saw the hesitation in your eyes. Like you just had like a whole war flashback in here. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How do you think we as a generation, millennials, Gen Z in particular, how can we change that narrative?
Get off the internet.
Well, that's not going to happen.
The reason why I say get off the internet, everybody wants to be funny over the internet. Everybody has negative comments to say over the internet. When you watch a video and you can say something positive on a negative video, you're just, no, he shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have acted like that, and leave it alone. But, he's so disgusting. He's so... all you're doing is pushing from one hate to another. So if we're not hating, we're not hating. If we're being 100% equal, we're being 100% equal, regardless of how you personally feel. And because of the internet and social media, you see a lot of negativity. So instead of you having your opinion and being like, you know what, Joe, that was a good opinion. I don't agree with you, but I can understand where you're coming from.
It then becomes like almost like mob mentality.
Exactly. Yeah. So to me, like you said, there's no getting off the internet. Like now it's just too far. And I really think as a generation, that's what it is. Because we do have the mindset. You're right. We are trying to change. And then when you see and hear certain things, you're like, wait, I thought you were trying to change.
I'm telling you guys, like, kids, a woman with kids is the least of your problems.
The absolute least. And it's crazy because
some of the shit that people have going on, like, you can't see it on the outside. At least when someone has kids, like,
it's right there. It's right there. You see it. They're
the worst is that their
it.
Kid has a meltdown. Every kid has a meltdown. Like, you know what I mean?
You might be able to one to fix that. This girl I was talking to, one of her sons had a meltdown, and like I would calm him down, and we would go for a walk and talk.
I'd get my belt.
No.
You actually talk to him. Yeah,
exactly. And sometimes that's all they need. Sometimes that single woman is having a hard time, and well,
kids are
fucking full.
They have meltdowns with it because like they don't know how to articulate their feelings. Yeah. They're just, like I said, they're just little
lashing out,
beings,
being petty.
I won't say little people. They're just what? Being circle it right back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just never grew out of your toddler petty stage.
Fuck no.
All right. Well, thank you for answering that. Thank you for writing in, Sarai. If anyone else wants to write in, it's thesquareroom.com.
That is a really nice name, by the way.
It's pretty, right? So
don't mind the sriracha thing.
Yeah, I was like, you really just tried to come for her before.
I did. Yeah.
That's his problem, and we've said it time and time again, is that and even right now, he knows what I'm going to say, but he's already like heard me say it in his head. He knows what he's going to say next. Like he feels like he knows everyone and everything at all times. And he tries to jump ahead. So when you were like, well, you said something that I didn't really, he was like,
here we go. Yeah. Gloves on.
I'm telling you, you don't always see the problems, y'all. You don't see the
I'm legally blind.
Right, you look at him, he's making direct eye contact, but meanwhile, he can't see for shit.
And it's crazy because at work, I only know who's who based off of how they walk and their butt. But yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next Tuesday.